So I have here, these are copies of the surveys and also the deed of some land in Nevis. This land is located in the parish of St. John, which is this parish right here. As you can see, Nevis is divided into parishes. So there's St. Paul, Charlestown Parish, St. John, which is right here, Fig Tree, Nevis Botanical Gardens, etc. And this land is located in this parish. So this is this segment right here. This is where we're going to be looking at. So Pond Hill, as I said, Prospect, these would all be familiar to Nevisians, and we were going to break that down for you. But here's a frustrating thing in terms of marketing property, which is outside of Canada. The Toronto Real Estate Board, of which I'm a member, is the most prolific, the largest real estate board in the galaxy. What that means is that we have 48,000 agents that are registered as realtors on the Toronto Real Estate Board. But most importantly, it means that we have, with the Toronto Real Estate Board, the most robust kind of depository for real estate information that exists anywhere. In other words, just imagine that these agents have been collating, gathering information, listings, sales, etc., and putting all of this into a database which the Toronto Real Estate Board now controls and which everybody wants access to. And what it means is that as a portal, as a way of introducing people to listings, there is no other real estate board in the galaxy that is better than this. So what we are going to do now, this is what realtors see when they go log on to the Toronto Real Estate Board. There are no other listings in St. Kitts, Nevis. The closest that I could find is Antigua. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at Antigua, we'll submit, and then what we find is we have listings in Antigua. Wait for the internet to catch up with us. I sometimes have to ask the internet to stay with us if they can, because I want everything to operate at the speed of me, which of course for most people is impossible. Now let's take a look at any one of these listings. So we have listings that from 2009, etc., from 1999, as far back as 1999. The interesting thing is there's nothing in this are the listing prices, there's nothing in the sold column, which means that either they're not registered as sold, that is when they sell, they don't update the listing, or nothing has sold, which seems incomprehensible to me. Let's take a look at, in fact, these are expired. Let's take, I'm trying to find one which would have something like resembling a visual tour. And voila, here we have one on Jolly Harbor. So notice that if this is listed on the Toronto Real Estate Board, it means that the format is a very familiar one to anyone who is looking at it. You have all of the listing information here, Royal LePage Brokerage, which is in Toronto, listing this property, which is in Antigua, and you can look at this, there are 15 pictures. You can look right here and you can see that they look as any Toronto area listing would, apart from, well, even including the orange paint on the houses. But of course you wouldn't have them with those palm trees. So this is partly what we're offering in terms of those of you who have property in Nevis or St. Kitts or anywhere else in the galaxy for that matter, Mars. We can accommodate that. We can accommodate that by listing it, you show me the survey, show me your deed, show me that you have ownership to it. Let's get it on the Toronto Real Estate Market, Toronto Real Estate Board, so that if I'm in China and I'm thinking, you know, I want safe and warm, Nevis, you can find it, because if you Google it, it will come up as just this. And let me also show you something else that is very interesting about the Toronto Real Estate Board and what we call replication. Now what I did was I couldn't find St. Kitts Nevis listed in the country, so I called the real estate board and I was told that they didn't have the ability to add other countries on this pull-down menu list, which starts at Acapulco, goes through, as you can see right here, these are the countries that are listed. Now in no way, even for a neophyte geography student in kindergarten, there's no way that you can think that this is an exhaustive list of the countries in the world. So that has to be changed. Today's July 3rd or thereabouts. I'm going to speak to the Toronto Real Estate Board and see if we can bring some pressure to bear to add a sovereign country to this list, because I want to be able to, if I'm searching for St. Kitts Nevis, I want to find it in the pull-down menu. I don't want to search through it through some other thing. Is there a country of the West Indies? No. But I don't want to search through it through the country of out of area. Right? Out of what area? Let's click on that. Submit. Let's see how many listings are in the out of area country. Presumably these would be countries in, I don't know, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. We have vacant land available in out of country, listed by Remax. This seems to be in the Honduras. Now, why would it be the case that we have those countries that are listed on the menu, and then all of the other countries in the world have to be filed under other or out of area? So we're going to just try to do that, because what it means is that realtors would be best or better able to do their jobs. And remember that the Toronto Real Estate Board thrives on feedback like this, because it's only if we approach them and explain what our customers need, and in terms of what we need as well, that there'll ever be changes. So this is one change that has to happen. But to get back to the main section here, you bring us a copy of the deed, which shows ownership, your identification, a copy of the survey, and I will put that listing, wherever it is, on the Toronto Real Estate Board. The fee for that is almost free. It's 10%. So 10% of whatever we're asking is what the commission is going to be. Stay with us if you're allowed to.